Hello and welcome back to realMyst Masterpiece Edition. So, in my last video we spent almost 30 minutes investigating the island, trying to get into the Selenetic Age, and then getting stuck. My apologies. So, with this one we found a machine down below, and right now I'm using classic mode, so let me know what you guys think about it. I really don't like it too much, because you kind of just glide all over the place. You can kind of still look around. There's the red page, actually. I totally missed it. It was right in front of my face, and I didn't see it. So this is classic movement mode. If you actually hold the button down, you just keep moving. So it's kind of nifty, but I just don't like how you glide all over the place. And it's a little hard getting around stuff like that. So classic mode has its problems. I personally still like the 360 view that was in Myst 3 and Myst 4. Alright, and let's explore down here. I'm still getting frame rate hits, so. But this is more for the lazy person that doesn't really want to keep using the keyboard. You don't need to use the keyboard at all. So, okay, well, let us close the door, of course, and let us start. Okay, so we appear to be in a machine with forward, backtrack. These arrows, I would assume, go left and right. We have a switch here, most likely a power switch. Let's hit it. And we notice it does nothing. So let's hit the forward key like I did, and that appears to be the key to work the machine. So for people that have played Myst before, I remember this nightmare. This is the maze, and the only way to really get in here and solve this puzzle, there's also trial and error, of course, but that would take forever. So you noticed as soon as I landed, it made a noise, like a bink noise. That, you have to pay attention to the sounds. That's the only way to get out of the maze. Every time you come to a stop, the sounds tell you where to go, basically. And if you were paying attention in the mechanical age, which I wasn't, when you use the tower rotation puzzle, it'll actually tell you, and other things I think in that age, it'll tell you what sounds go to which direction. So let's go forward. Okay, so we stop at our first stop and we hear a brrr noise. So if you're paying attention again in mechanical age, that's the only way you would know this. You would know that that brrr noise means east. So let's go east. And I appear to be incorrect. Oh, I'm sorry, west. This is more like a noise. There are two sounds that sound very similar. So we will be going west. Okay, so there's the bink noise again. That means go north. Okay, so that's a sound we haven't heard before. Sounds like a Star Trek door opening and closing. That is east. Okay, that's again east. Now that one's different too, right? Sounds like a cowbell. That one, if you pay paying attention to mechanical age, is south. Okay, it's a cowbell again, so let's continue south. You would never know this unless you went to mechanical age first. That's why Selenotic is usually the last age to go to. Okay, we have a clerp sound going on again. Okay, now we go west. So of course you could do this through trial and error, but it would take you a long time unless you just got lucky the first time, which is obviously possible. Okay, so it's making a clerp noise again, so we have to go west. Keep doing that, I keep going east. I must have gone... That's northwest. I must have gone the wrong way. Because I should be able to go west. Yep, I do believe I went the wrong direction. So let's go north and see if we can rectify this. Okay, it's telling me to go west, right? Turn on my sound. Yeah. Ah, it's playing two sounds. A cowbell and the brrr noise. So, southwest. That's why I was confused. Yes, there we go. Did not hear that second sound. Whoa! Ooh, I think I'm gonna hurl. Okay. West. Right? Okay, so we heard the north sound, the bink. Okay, so that's northeast. That's north. Okay, hearing that noise. That should be east. Let me turn on my audio so I can hear this. Okay, well there's obviously I can't go east. There's another sound, but I can't quite make it out. Oh wow, I think I just got lucky. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I heard the cowbell sound, but I think I did. Interesting music. Kind of ominous. Okay, we can still use mouse look in classic movement mode, which is kind of nifty. Alright, let's go here. Oh, it's just a Myst book. Yes, it is. Home sweet home. Now, let's see if Cirrus is going to help us. This is the last book after all. Better yet, I don't really trust him all that much.
Finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Cirrus. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Akhenaten is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Akhenaten has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akhenaten's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final chapter. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, entrapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. This library, which is mostly burned, but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
Okay, well that rather lengthy exposition by Cirrus was very informative. So, he mentioned a code book on the middle shelf. Let's go check it out. He still only requires one more page, even though he said he only needed one more page. So, I kind of don't really trust him at this point. Unless he's so incompetent he really doesn't know how many pages were ripped out. Which is... It's possible. He might not know how many pages were ripped out by Atris. Or his brother, whoever trapped him there. Okay, so this looks like the book he was talking about. He said 158. There's quite a few codes here. Let's go to 158. Okay, we'll take a note of that, which I just so happen to have already. He said use it in the fireplace. So this is how you can actually win the game in about 5 minutes. By if you already know the code, you could come back here, start a new game, and do this in 5 minutes. It's kind of hilarious. Seems to have worked. Okay, so there's a green book, which Cirrus also said would imprison me forever, and the 2 pages, which he was truthfully speaking about. So, well, you know what? We could just give him the page. Well, on second thought, we could try to see what's in this green book. We don't have to go inside it. We just have to see what's inside it. Oh, this guy looks familiar.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny, not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I feel you've met my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island in my library. My library, it contains my works, my writings. Oh, many books that link me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over greedy explorers who might stumble upon my island of mist. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons. Cirrus and Achenar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. Oh, my own dear Catherine. They used her to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Okay, so another rather lengthy exposition from a character we finally get to meet, Atris, who we've learned from reading in the books in the library. This is his island. He wrote all the ages. So this is him. We have finally met him. And he appears to be trapped, and we need to get him a page so that he can link out of this place he's in, called Dunny. He's actually in Kavir, which is actually just... It's above the Great Shaft, which leads into Dunny, that you find in New Mexico, and I think the Book of Tiena. So, Atris is actually, if you could believe it, Atris is on Earth right now, and we are in like a parallel universe, or a universe of some kind. So, we could just go in there, or... Now, he did warn us. He did say that we need a page. Don't come in, not yet. So, let's look for that page. Let's not go in there quite yet. And he did say that his sons, Cirrus and Achenar, are evil. So, they're not evil, but they're greedy, and they deserve what's coming to them. So, and he seems a little more mentally stable than I would say Cirrus and Achenar. So I think I'm going to trust this guy. So it's really dark. Now, he said the page is on Mist Island. So where would we begin to look? Everywhere. Well, let me turn classical mode back on. Or free roam. Okay, so where would we look? Well, let's check the library. I mean, there might be a page in here we missed. You know, rhyme. This talks about Dunny again, so I really don't think that talks about it. Stone Ship Age. I don't remember it talking about a missing page to Myst in here. Although I do remember a note that was ripped in half that I found in two separate ages, Stone Ship and Channelwood Age. And it talked, or it spoke rather, use proper English, it spoke of the switches on the island. And that once all of them are switched on, all I have to do is switch this one over here to the off position by the docks. Let's see if that works. Oh, well, look at that. So it has. There's a page. Okay, so let's bring this to Atris. I'm sure he's going to be very excited to get out of Kavir. He's been stuck in there for God knows how many years. Okay.
Have you found the missing page? Come, come. Come on, then.
Okay. Alright, let's do it. Where are we now? As you can see, this looks a lot different than Mist Island. A different architecture. Sort of, maybe, I don't know, Greek? Greek-Roman. And here's Atris.
Ah, my friend. You've returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? Ah, give it to me. You've done the right thing.
So that book you see...
I have a difficult choice to make.
That book you see Atris writing, and the really big one, is actually a descriptive age book. The one above it is a linking book. You can clearly see the difference in size.
My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
And he leaves behind his linking book. That's how it works. I can't move around yet. Just have to wait for Atris. Luckily he didn't leave me here.
It is done. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, but my rating cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife Catherine is being held hostage. Oh, reward. I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst. The books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope your explorations are satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with. Oh, and one more favor. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever have imagined. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, you're free to enjoy the exploration from my library on Myst. And thank you again. Oh, the book. You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
Oh, thank you. Did not know what to do. Kinda stuck here. So, that final video was a lot different in the realMyst version than it was in the original Myst game. I do believe in the original Myst game, Atris still talks about fighting a foe, much different, much bigger than himself. But I believe there was some more exposition that was added into the realMyst version because of Riven obviously had been released 3 years prior, so they're working off canon. Alright, so that's it. That is the end of the game, so we think. He says that he may require our services at a later time. And we will move on from there. I can't exactly move up and explore, but I can use the Myst linking book. Let's make a save there. We will explore the rest of Myst Island in the next video.